Hey y'all. So, let's get started. My day was pretty good. My day's always good though. I'm just chilling right now making a video for y'all. Look at my necklace. Like, this is my favorite necklace of all time. It just gives like elegant, classy, and just singular. If that makes sense and all that. These are my paintings. I made this one. That's supposed to be a boat right there, but I never colored it in. Sometimes I get tired of painting and I just be like, hang it up already. I don't care anymore. This right here is supposed to be just ribbons. And that is supposed to be a person, this outlining. If you see that right there, that's supposed to be a person. I didn't finish that either. And then that right there, I also didn't finish. That's just yin and yang and then two eyes and stuff. And then that one has a heart right here. That's a heart. And then this one has a teardrop, but you can't see it unless you're up closer. Anyways, that's besides the point. My day was good, like it always is. Just like yours, it's always good because you're alive and you get a chance to walk around, breathe, and whatnot, and talk. And that's my favorite thing to do is talk. So yeah, but let's get into it. Yeah. So a lot of times people ask me, why am I vegan? Before I get into that, I want to show you my shirt. Yeah, I don't care. I'm gonna show you my shirt. It says chill most of the time. And it's just so cute. It's so girly pop. And I love it because everything about me is just real girly most of the time. But anyways, right? So back to the topic. A lot of times people ask me like, why did you become vegan? Vegan? You're a vegan? Like, people genuinely be shocked sometimes. I'll be like, dang, like, that's crazy because that was me at a point in time, too. Like, I didn't even know the difference between vegetarian and vegan. I kind of thought they were the same thing. I'm like, why are they naming it something different? Like, ain't it the same thing? So uneducated back then, right? But yeah, so I first became vegan, right? And this is what actually helped me open my eyes. My boyfriend. So, my boyfriend, he was 2 years into being vegan at the time, right? And, as soon as we met, we just hit it off. Like, immediately just hit it off. Like, every single day I was at this man's house. I was spending a night with him. I was chilling with him all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we immediately just hit it off. So with that being said, since I was always at his house and spending the night and stuff, he had to feed me. He had to feed me like the queen I am. He had to feed me. So he was always making different types of meals and stuff. Most of the time it was like spaghettis or something like that. Like he made like little cheesesteaks before one time, vegan of course. And it was just like, since I was already like the type of person that didn't really care, like I was the type of person I will eat anything because I like to try new things. Even if it's something that I'm not used to, I will try it. So, it wasn't really a problem for me to try like being vegan or trying plant-based foods and stuff like that. It wasn't a problem. I originally didn't want to just transition into being vegan though. Like, just because he was vegan didn't mean at the time that I wanted to be vegan. I wanted to keep the same lifestyle that I had, but I didn't mind eating plant-based when I was with him, so it didn't really bother me. I didn't really care. Another thing was, though, he was really big on, like, if you're going to be around me, you will not be eating that BS in front of me. All right, Callie. It's my dog. She's having fun, but I'm recording, girl. Yo, you gotta see her face right now. She funny. But yeah, so yeah, I kind of lost my train of thought for a second there. I'm gonna watch this video back and be like, oh, that's what I was gonna say. But yeah, so anyways, like I was saying though, like he was making those vegan meals for me and he was really big on not eating that BS in front of him. He did not want to see me eating no meat, no dairy, no eggs or nothing like that in front of him. And I respected that because that showed that he cared enough for me to change my lifestyle so I can eat better, feel better, be better, things like that. So I really did respect it. I didn't eat that stuff in front of him. So with that being said, I was always in front of him. So I was always eating vegan. But once again, that did not mean that I wanted to change my lifestyle at that time. It wasn't until I started doing my own research and really paying attention to how I felt after I was eating the foods that I was eating. So, for example, right? After I was done eating a meal with him, this, that, and the third, like I would feel like very light. I would feel energetic. I would feel like happy. I didn't feel so tired as much, like not even as much. I just didn't feel tired. Like I felt good about myself. I felt like, okay, this is good. Like I liked the feeling, but I didn't care to become a vegan. So, and then when I was with my mom, at my house, and he wasn't with me and I was eating the stuff that she was making, which would, most of the time be like chicken, rice and beans, things like that. You know what I'm saying? I would just feel tired. And it's not specifically her food. Don't get me messed up. It was not specifically her food. It was meat in general. It was, all that stuff because you don't even know what's going on before they put it on your plate. You get what I'm saying? So it gets really deep like that. But I didn't understand that back then. So anyways, right? After I was done eating the food that I wasn't supposed to be eating, I would always feel tired, less energetic. I wouldn't really feel like myself, greasy. I would definitely feel greasy and heavy. And I hope that doesn't offend nobody because you might not realize it, but you probably feel greasy and heavy a lot of the times. That's why you always want to go to sleep. So with that being said, though, I always felt that way, and yeah, and I just couldn't put my finger on why I always felt that way. Matter of fact, I didn't really care that I felt that way because I didn't notice it. I was too focused on everything else that genuinely did not matter. I didn't realize that my body was telling me it was time to chill out. You know what I'm saying? Or my body was telling me like, yo, I'm tired, or I'm not getting the proper who even knows, nutrients, whatever the case was, You could say what you want, but I'm going to say what I want. So, yeah. And then I also started doing my own research, too. So, along with how I was feeling, I was also researching and, watching videos and stuff like that. And originally, we're not even supposed to be eating meat. You see my teeth? Right? My teeth are straight. And I'm not saying straight like, oh, they straight, they're so pretty, $1 million smile. I'm not saying that, although that's true. I'm saying, you see the top right here? Straight. I don't have sharp teeth like a dog has. I don't have sharp teeth like a shark does. So it's like, they're meant to be eating things like that. They're meant to be carnivores and stuff like that. I'm not. Humans really aren't supposed to be. Originally, animals are supposed to be our friends. We're not supposed to be eating them, period. I don't even know how it even got into. I don't even know how that even became, a thing where we were just eating. I don't know how that became. But it happened, and society has stuck with it and ran with it, and 90% of the world eats that same way. So it's like, I don't know, you win some, you lose some. But, yeah, so anyways, getting back on track, right? Doing my research and stuff like that, and it kind of made me feel more comfortable with becoming vegan because, I was thinking about transitioning at a point in time, and obviously, because look at me, I'm here now, right? I was thinking about transitioning at a point in time. It was just harder for me to let go of the things that I thought that I loved, right? And I feel like the reason why I loved it was because the seasoning. The seasoning was really good on the chicken, I guess you could say. But I could put that same seasoning on a mushroom and I'm going to get the same texture, the same taste, things like that. You might even be looking at this video like, wow, girl, you're crazy because that'll never be. I'm playing with my dogs, too. Well, I just threw the toy. But anyways, yeah, you never know until you try, so don't knock it till you try it. My mom used to be like, don't yuck my yum, so don't yuck my yum. But yeah, So, it kind of, like I said, it just kind of made me feel more comfortable with becoming vegan and things like that. And eventually, by the time when I got pregnant, that's when I really kind of started taking it a lot more serious. And I was like, all right, because like I want my son to be vegan, like, he's going to grow up vegan and stuff like that. So, excuse me. So that kind of motivated me a lot more to be like, okay, let me just start being conscious of what I'm putting in my mouth and things like that, and even reading ingredients and stuff like that. Because before becoming vegan, I did not read any type of ingredients. Like, I was just like, oh my gosh, that looks good, so I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to eat it. And I don't care what's in it, because I eat anything and I don't care. Just unconscious, like, very unconscious. So, when I actually did start reading ingredients too, it kind of helped me open my eyes. That's why I'm so glad that I took this journey, because taking this journey helped me open my eyes and mature in ways that I could never imagine. So, reading ingredients and stuff like that, most foods have like natural, natural flavors and things like that, and corn syrup, cornstarch, whatever the case is, I don't know. Just a lot of stuff that's not good for you, that's not supposed to be put into your body. Even water. Like, you gotta watch the water that you drink too, because most of it is, like, it has fluoride in it, and same thing with your toothpaste that has fluoride. Fluoride is not good for you. So, it was a lot of things that I was becoming, like, aware to, and it kind of, like, made me view the world a bit differently, and it made me a lot more comfortable with becoming vegan, because I felt like maybe this is just the only true way, to me at least. This is the only, hey, come on with all that. This is the only true way to eat righteous, or to be righteous in my eyes, and I still feel that way, obviously. So, I don't know. It's just a real eye-opener when you start, like, changing. When you change one thing, sometimes that one thing, depending on what it is, it opens doors for other things in your life to start changing too. And that's just kind of how it happened for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just became a lot more conscious, and a lot of things, like I said before, just weren't what I thought they were. Like, I felt like I was being lied to about a lot of stuff, going down this journey, and I'm still figuring out so much. I'm still maturing so much. So, this is just a beginning. But, yeah, I mean, I feel like that pretty much sums it up of why I became vegan and stuff. I just started feeling so much more comfortable with myself. Before becoming vegan, I was pretty wide. I was, like, pretty big back. I'm not gonna lie. Like, not only, like, with the stuff that I was eating, but, like, my image. Like, I was a little hefty. You know what I'm saying? So, once I changed the way I ate, once I changed my lifestyle, like, my body started slimming down a lot more. My face did. And things like that. I just felt more energetic. I felt like I could move around, do things better, whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? And, I don't regret going down this route. Like, I will stick to this route until the day I die. And that's on that, yeah. But, yeah, like, I don't know, like, it just motivated me a lot more in life. And it, like, I just had no motivation, no passion, no nothing before becoming vegan. And it's crazy to think that one thing that I literally changed one thing, and it changed my whole entire life around, down to the people that are in my life today. Like, the relationships that I had beforehand, I don't have no more. I don't have them no more. And I'm perfectly fine with it. I'm at peace with it, because it showed who's real. I don't know. I don't know if everybody has had the same experience, but I know a lot of people can relate. It's kind of like opening up, like, your third eye. It's almost exactly what it is, as a matter of fact. Just opening up your lenses and seeing the world for what it really is. And also, not to mention, I never thought of, okay, so, right, energy is never created nor destroyed. It's always transferred, right? So it was kind of bizarre to think that I never thought about how the animals were being treated before they got on my plate. And that's why I felt the way I felt. A lot of times these animals, they're like abused and they're like, and things like that. You know, they're really sad, they're depressed, they're anxious. They have so much emotions going through their body right before they get, you know what I'm saying? And slapped onto our plate. And then we wonder why we feel these random emotions that just come out of nowhere, like literally random as hell. They come out of nowhere and we're just like, yeah, well, I'm gonna still eat that burger from McDonald's though. Extra pickles and cheese and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh. Like, you know, it's kind of crazy. So yes, energy is definitely transferred, and that's why probably most of the time we just feel, you know, anxious, depressed, or even then we're growing at a rate that we shouldn't be growing at. Like when I was younger and stuff, like I guess we can get a little bit more personal now. Probably in like 5th or 6th grade, like my body was growing at a rate that should have been later on in my years. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was growing pretty, like I looked pretty grown, like my body. But that was because of the hormones that were, you know, added into the stuff that I was eating, and let alone not just the hormones that were added into the stuff that I was eating, but the hormones that were already inside the stuff that I was eating. So like, let's just say chicken, right? They already add hormones to it, but what about the hormones that's already in the chicken before it's added, right? Like, I was a total hot mess. I was a total hot mess beforehand. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to shit on myself. And I didn't mean to curse, but I'm not going to shit on myself for how I was back then. Like, you know what I'm saying? But let's keep it real. You know, I do like this version of me a lot better. A lot more conscious and open to a lot of things, I guess you could say. But, yeah, like, you know, we just kind of eat without thinking sometimes. So, you know, I'm glad I went down this route. I'm never going to change this route. I'm always going to stay like this. And I'm just going to continue to keep growing and elevating. I really hope that, like, me talking about this opened up somebody's eyes or make them feel, like, motivated to do something different. Like, you don't have to, like, change your whole entire lifestyle and be like me. But, you know, maybe just that one change, just that one leap of faith can change your whole entire life around. And it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to do with eating. But yeah, maybe just that, you know? Like right now, me making this video, just this one little thing can change somebody's life around completely. So, you know, I thank myself, I thank higher power, I thank God, you know, for everything that I've learned during this journey. And I really hope that there's people out here who's probably even looking for clarification, like looking for some type of like answer from the world, like, yo, what should I do? Like, what is that one big step that I need to take in order to change my life around, or to start doing this, or whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying? I hope that this video motivates you. I really do. Oh my God, sometimes I pronounce words so weird. I really do. But yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much my story and stuff like that on how I became vegan and got more comfortable with it, and just kind of just the little things that I learned along the way and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a lot more active now. Like, I even draw. Like, I draw, obviously, but I have like an eye over there that I was drawing. It looks pretty realistic to me. I'm gonna show you. Let me show you. Cause it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to show you. I was gonna post it anyways. So yeah. Look at my beauty. Look, I'm gonna tilt it up a little bit. Right now I'm just working on the eyebrow. So you see, that's the eyebrow, the lid. These are the eyelashes. And then the eye, it's looking at something, obviously. I don't know what. I followed a tutorial on YouTube. And yeah, and this is how it turned out. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Then the eyelashes at the bottom. So I'm going to post that. But yeah, you know, it just opened my eyes to a lot of more different things in life. Gave me a better view and perspective on how I really should be living, and I love it, absolutely. I do. You know, this MacBook camera ain't bad. I don't like when they do that little invert thing and they start making my face look like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But all right, y'all. So, you know, that's kind of towards the end of this video. I feel like I said what I had to say. Once again, I really hope that this, like, just motivates somebody. It makes somebody see, like, a point, like, at least a vegan, like, somebody's point of view on why they changed. Because some people genuinely be worried. Some people genuinely be like, my God, like, how do you get your protein in? How do you do this? How do you do that? Not with meat. Not with meat. So, yeah, but yeah. I love you guys. Why are you eating that, girl? Give me. You already ate it. It ain't no point. But yeah. I'll catch y'all in the next one. I love y'all so much. And this video already about to be 22 minutes long. So if you stay throughout the whole video, you're a real one. Check me out. Subscribe. Like. Comment. Subscribe. Like. Comment. Subscribe. Yeah, Gina M for Life out for real. And I don't even know if I'm going to keep that name, but we're going to see. So, yeah. Bye. Thumbnail.